I really don't mean to keep doing these videos in the dark, but I'm at the YMCA, you guys. I'm at the club, but I want to do this video and I need fresh air, so I'm here. And it gets dark early. Anyway, so I have been talking to you guys about doing a prequel, a sequel. And I don't know the English language. You guys know I've been talking about doing a sequel to You're Gonna Need a God. And this is what this is. I wanted to talk about this. I was waiting, the original video you can find up there. But I've been waiting for something to happen to talk about a part 2. And I knew the presidential election was big, but I did not realize the result was gonna be so catastrophic to so many people. I haven't seen a lot of the backlash, but the news information that I'm getting is talking about all these people that are very upset. So I felt like this is the time for me to do this video. So, real quick, I just feel like people see things from a small perspective, and it leaves a lot of people feeling very afraid and powerlessness. So I want to talk about how I view a lot of these things that are going on so that you can get a bigger picture, because I end up doing this on the day-to-day anyway. When people don't understand why these people are doing this or why those people are doing that, I talk about the bigger picture from I try to be logical, but from a more spiritual or universal standpoint, or whatever, conspiracy standpoint, whatever. So I decided I wanted to be vulnerable. I wrote it down. I write it down. I'm going to be vulnerable about how I choose to view shit in order to help understand, have compassion, have grace, still try to be, I want to say at peace, but I've been in my own head for the past year or two, so I haven't even been thinking about what's going on, but I've been comforted in other ways. It's just magical. So discernment, there's so much going on. So I talked about, with everything happening, we talked aliens, now I can add Trump, war talk, US dollar threats, natural disasters, cloud seeding, US health, Hollywood BS, food shortages, farmer shit. Must I go on? With everything going on in our world, a lot of people are concerned about the times. And I feel like there's always been a lot going on, and people have always been concerned in that moment with what was going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say that, but you guys, I was gonna say we're on the precipice because I just wanted to use that word precipice. But we are smack dab in the middle, in the beginning of Age of Grace. And I've talked about it, I've dabbled on it in the past. I think a lot of people don't understand what that means. I wanted to do a whole video about it. I'm not sure if I still do, but let me tell you, it's important, it matters, and that's why I keep mentioning it. It matters to what's going on in the world right now. When you look at the sky, the stars in their positions will tell you what's going on. It will tell you what's going on in your life. It will tell you what's going on in the world. So it's very interesting how what's going on with Pluto aligns with what's going on in the government and things like that. And then you can kind of gauge of the energy by just looking up at the stars. Hope that wasn't too much for you. You know what? I don't know if it was. Y'all know how I am. So, like I said in my last video, I talked about discernment in religion, because your worship should be resulting in peace and clarity here and now. With all the chaos that's going on around, you, you should be able to find peace and clarity in whoever or whatever God you are worshiping. You're going to need a God, but a lot of people don't. I feel like a lot of religion has a lot of fear-mongering in it, a lot of unanswered questions, a lot of don't ask questions, a lot of don't go outside of this group. It sounds like gaslighting, because like I said, if you dated a gentleman that had the same rules as the religion that you're in, your whole family would be like, hey, this is red flags, because the truth doesn't have to hide. The truth doesn't have to have rules. To me, the truth is freedom. But I'm normally not into politics. I really don't give a shit about politics. Not that I don't care, and not that it's not important, but I told you guys, this is about a hierarchy, and I'm in the stars. Talk to me about the Halls of Amenti. Talk to me about the Aurora Borealis and Ra's ship. Talk to me about the ionosphere and souls stuck in here because of radiation. Talk to me about Nibiru. Talk to me about the galaxy. I don't give a shit about who's going to be this or that. I will care because it does matter, but I'm not going to care. I'm only going to care so much. But with everything, with all the chaos, or the perceived chaos, I'm going to call it the perceived chaos. I feel like it's important to mention because it feels like too many people have lost themselves in government. That was deep. Too many people have put government before their own power, before their own faith, and before their own energy. I really don't care about who you worship, and I don't mean it like that, but what I'm saying is you get to choose who you worship. I told you in the last video, to me it's about faith. It's your faith that makes you whole. It doesn't matter what you believe in, as long as you believe in it wholly, you will receive the benefits that you are trying to receive. My thing is, though, you're going to need, instead of the whole message of these videos, when I say you're going to need a God, I'm being sarcastic, because what I'm saying is you're going to need to have faith in something outside of what you thought was going to protect you. We are so big on trusting everyone outside of us, putting our faith in the things outside of us, putting our education, our love. You buy food from restaurants. We put so much trust in everything outside of us instead of putting it within us. It starts within you. If you have trust issues with the world around you, you don't trust yourself. You don't trust that yourself puts you here at the right time, with the right place, in front of the right people. You don't trust that God has your best interest when it comes to that doctor that he chose for you, or the medicine that he chose for you, because even if medicine has poison in it, it can still benefit you. And the faith that you have, I talked about praying over everything to bring the best out of it. The faith that you have can knock out any bullshit that could have come. That is my point of all of this. It doesn't matter what's going on in politics. It doesn't matter I feel like I'm just ahead. It doesn't matter what's going on in politics. It doesn't matter what's going on with the food or anything else. What matters is what's going on within you. And that's why I've been talking so much about stabilizing your vagus nerve, stabilizing your nervous system, stabilizing your state of being every day, consistently. Because when you flow, my book, 31 Ways to Flow, when you can flow, they say go with the flow or being on a high vibration. When you do that, you are in alignment with the best people, the best places, the best circumstances, the best opportunities for you. And you do it so easily, it's like magic. You're just in a more powerful and a more confident place. I just keep looking at my head. That's my point. That's my point in all of this. Being that powerful you, having that faith, having that love, being in that energy, working on yourself. We don't need the world to change. If you change within you, if a whole bunch of people just change within themselves, that enough will spark a revolution. It has to. I think I'm almost done. And there's so many people walking past me, but I'm doing it anyway because this is what I do. It should not matter if there are other species coming, or if the money system is failing, or if you feel like there is a racist guy that's going into office, which that sounds like propaganda to me, but whatever. It doesn't matter what doomsday you think is happening. You should be able to understand that all of it is happening under God, under the guise of I am, which means everything has to exist, and I get to choose which energy I'm going to embody. Because there are going to be people that suffer. It has to be. And there are going to be people that thrive. But you get to choose what energy you're embodying by how you stay present and how you live your life. You have that power. This is a game. It is a game. And the rules of the game are simple. I didn't say they were easy, but they're simple. The formula is being able to control the world around you by controlling yourself. Seeing yourself as I am, saluting the divinity in everything around you. I talked about this in my last video. Welcome to the new reality, the formula. Understanding that you are the operant power, which means how you choose to see things is how they are being seen, because we are a collective conscious. We are one mind. We are one mind living different experiences. So when they talk about the whole concept of everyone as you pushed out, it's because if you think, what I said in my last video, if you think someone is going to act this way, they have a conscious mind, they have the same mind that you are, and telepathically they are getting that same energy of this is how I am to act, at least around this person, which is why everyone has a different perspective of the same person. Everyone's going to get a different energy perception based off of what their relationship is with them and the world around them. You get from people what you think you're getting. You get from circumstances what you think you're getting. And you get to choose if you live lucky or blessed or if you don't. And that your choice is in how you choose to perceive things. This is why I always talk about seeing the best in things, seeing God in everything, seeing your luck and your love. I'm appreciating everything around me, and everything around me is appreciating me. It's one of my favorite affirmations. So most spiritual people, because like I said, this is a formula, and I for a very long time have known this formula for a very long time, at least a decade. This is what Abraham Hicks talks about every time she talks. She just says it in a different way. Everyone says it in a different way. But most spiritual people are taken on a whirlwind journey before they realize everything is with me. Because this whole spiritual thing is, people perceive it as I'm just in alignment with God, and I'm going through this lesson, and so I'm supposed to be this warrior where I'm learning all these things, and these people are against me, and they put a hex on me, and I have to protect myself with stones and blah blah blah. Woo! And I am not saying that is not true, but you are still the operant power, and whatever story you're telling yourself is a story that has to play out. This is why I talk about knowledge, and centering yourself with yourself is so important, because the more you grow, the better perspective you have, and the better grasp you have of your reality. And when you don't, no problem. They'll just show you that you don't, by all these unfavorable circumstances happening that are really there to just empower you and remind you that you're powerful and it was your choice the whole time. That's the whole I am. Okay, I hope this helps you guys. I feel like I've said enough. Go back and watch the first one. You're gonna need a God part 1. I'm actually not gonna lie, I am very what's it called, I'm distracted by the people around me, so I'm not like in my, so you're gonna need a God part 1. Has some good bombs in it, and so did this episode, but like I said, I'm distracted by everything that's around me, so I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Share this with someone you feel like can find a benefit in it. We gonna get it together, y'all, because I'm growing too. I'm starting to give less. I'm starting to care less. So I'm starting to be more in my power. But I do see that I do still care, right? At least a little bit. I'm Shayla Jade. My love is your love. Thank you for watching. Peace.